Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. In this crypto report, we're going to be talking about Facebook's cryptocurrency, Diem. But before we do, make sure you subscribe to your favorite channel on YouTube, Darnell Jackson Crypto. Okay, let's jump over to the agenda. We're talking about Facebook chooses Polkadot blockchain, Pontem, and Pinknode to launch Facebook crypto, Diem. Okay, let's take a look at the tweet on this big news. And this tweet is coming from the Pontem Network on Twitter. And they're saying today we are proud to announce our newest partners providing vital Polkadot node infrastructure to Pontem Network. Let's take a look at the news announcements on this very important development right now in the cryptocurrency world. This from Decrypt. Pontem and Pinknode team up to bridge Polkadot and Facebook's Diem. Experimental blockchain Pontem and node provider Pinknode are teaming up to create a proving ground for dApps on Facebook's upcoming Diem network. This article by Liam Frost for Decrypt. So here's a summary. Blockchain network Pontem and node provider Pinknode have partnered to bridge Polkadot and Facebook's crypto project Diem. Okay, if you're not confused yet, just hold on. We'll get you good and confused. The experimental testnet aims to help developers test their decentralized applications before migrating them to the Diem blockchain. Pontem, an experimental blockchain network for Facebook-backed cryptocurrency Diem, has teamed up with Polkadot-based node infrastructure provider Pinknode to provide crucial infrastructure for Web 3.0 purposes. This is per the announcement shared with Decrypt today. The partnership aims to create a testing ground where third-party developers will be able to try out their applications before migrating them to the permissioned Diem blockchain. Okay, here's a quote. With Pinknode acting as our primary infrastructure provider, their reliable and secure API endpoints will be a key building block to completing our joint goal of improving Polkadot's current infrastructure while also allowing us to work towards our goal of becoming the experimentation network for Diem, said Pontem founder Boris Povode in a press release accompanying the announcement. Okay, now let's take a look at some more information here. Now, if you're not familiar, let's check out what Diem is. We're here at Diem.com. So let's try to figure out what Diem is. The Diem mission is to build a trusted and innovative financial network that empowers people and businesses around the world. Provide people everywhere access to safe and affordable financial services so people everywhere can live better lives. The Diem payment system is for everyone. Moving money around the world should be as easy and cheap as sending a message, no matter where you live, what you do, or how much you earn. You can see this sounds very ambitious. Let's look at the background of Diem for a second. Here's an article on Go Banking Rates by Scott Jeffries. This was published earlier last month, talking about Diem coin and what you need to know. So we're going to do a little bit of background here on Diem before we continue on who and what is happening right now. So the Diem saga started in 2019 when Facebook announced a new digital currency called Libra. The mission was simple yet ambitious: Facebook wanted to create a simple global payment system and empower billions of people who don't have access to traditional financial systems. Following a time of significant growth in the cryptocurrency sector, new coins were hot and highly anticipated. However, the project's backer, Facebook, was already facing calls for regulation and antitrust measures, and the new technology purported to make significant changes to the banking system worldwide. So naturally, there was early resistance to the project from regulatory authorities and traditional financial institutions. All of that resistance led to the project fizzling out. Okay? So in December of 2020, the Libra Association announced a new name and committed to organizational independence from Facebook. Thus, Diem was born. The mission is building a safe, secure, and compliant payment system that empowers people and businesses around the world. This article explores the new cryptocurrency, and you can check this out here at gobankingrates.com. Now, back to Diem. So, the Diem payment system will be accessible to anyone with an entry-level smartphone and data connectivity. Diem coins are backed by a reserve of assets made up of cash or cash equivalents and very short-term government securities. Diem transactions are quick and easy no matter where you are sending or spending your money. The Diem payment system will facilitate a more accessible, more connected global financial system. The open source Diem protocol will foster a vibrant community of developers building products and services to help people access and use the Diem payment system and security. The Diem network is built on blockchain technology designed with security in mind. So you can check out the white paper here on their website at diem.com and learn more about exactly what Diem is. Okay. Now there's another guide here at 101blockchains.com, and this article by Gwyneth Iredale goes into depth a little bit more. This was written in May of 2021. So this was written earlier this year in the spring, and she's explaining a lot more detail about the Diem cryptocurrency from Facebook. What I want to bring to your attention is this section, which are the following tenets as guiding principles for the design and functioning of Facebook's new cryptocurrency. So there are 6 tenets. More people should have the capability to access financial service. Number 2, people should have the inherent right for controlling the outcomes of their legal labor. Number 3, open global payment networks with better speed and cost efficiency can lead to promising economic opportunities alongside improved commerce worldwide. Number 4, people would slowly develop their trust in different distributed forms of governance. Now, I thought that was very interesting. People would slowly develop their trust in different distributed forms of government. Very interesting. This is one of the guiding principles for the design and function of Facebook's new cryptocurrency. They're already talking about a different distributed form of governance. Every individual and institution has the responsibility for driving the growth of financial inclusion while supporting ethical agents and upholding the integrity of payment systems on a continuous basis. And number 6, a broader and open payment network with the highest levels of interoperability must follow the design and governance practices with high compliance standards. Okay, so you can read about that article. So what I want to do is jump over to the organizations involved with this news. I want to go to the Pontem Network at pontem.network. And Pontem is an experimental network for Diem. So here's some information from their website, Pontem Network. They're talking about a Diem canary network without restrictions and limitations. Diem is Facebook's next multi-billion-dollar growth strategy that focuses on creating a financial institution for the unbanked. Diem will be accessible to anyone with WhatsApp or Instagram and supports smart contracts and advanced features. Moreover, Diem intends to launch a backed stablecoin as the first use case. Pontem is a substrate-based chain using a code base almost identical to Diem's. Diem limitations and restrictions. Regulators are concerned with Facebook's power. Diem threatens national currencies upon launch. Currently under close government and legal scrutiny, this limits the use cases Diem can launch. So this is very interesting. You can read more about the technical architecture and how this all works. I want you to get familiar with who are the players in this big news. Now I want to jump over to the last piece of the puzzle, which is Pinknode. So over at their website, pinknode.io, this is their website. Pinknode empowers developers by providing node as a service solutions, removing an entire layer of inefficiencies and complexities and accelerating your product lifestyle. So Pinknode services analytics, proprietary nodes, HTTPS API endpoints, maintenance free. So they got information here about their platform, more developers, more applications, and more users. So here's some information about their architecture, and you can read about that. I wanted you to check out their tokenomics. So it says that they have 30% liquidity, 25% in the ecosystem, 12% private, 13% team and advisors. So this is how the pie is divvied up for Pinknode. And you can check this out on their website, pinknode.io. So this is very exciting news. What I want to do now is jump over to the market. And right here on Coin Market Cap, I wanted you to just take a look at the Polkadot Ecosystem. And you can see here how things are going. Polkadot's now trading. The DOT coin is $12.27. Now, my opinion on this whole thing, I believe that this actually has a lot of potential when you take into consideration the context. When you see comments from the Federal Reserve Chair, and they're very much against the existing cryptocurrencies, I can easily see the Federal Chair coming out and making some positive comments about Facebook's version of cryptocurrency. And I can see the Federal Reserve Chair making negative comments about Ethereum and about Bitcoin, and then coming out and saying, well, we don't have those concerns with Facebook. And I believe that type of communication from the Fed will be disaster for the cryptocurrency market as this transaction takes place. I believe you are going to see a big transition from our existing cryptocurrency market into this new mainstream style cryptocurrency market. And in that time period, there's going to be a lot of loss in market value, because a lot of money is going to transfer from the Polkadots, from the chain links, from the Kusamas, and they're gonna dive into the Facebook. This is what I would expect happening. We don't know what the total impact will be. Overall, I think this news is very bearish. I believe something like this, combined with what the Fed is saying, definitely will present resistance for cryptocurrency getting back to its all-time highs. I think you're going to have to see this whole story play out. You're going to have to see how far the Facebook new cryptocurrency goes before you're going to be able to know and get a lot of growth. That's my prediction. I'd love to hear your opinion. Post in the comments. I want to thank you for liking this video. If you did not like this video, make sure you share it with somebody who will. Until the next time, enjoy yourself. Peace.